and welcome into the Ohio Only Challenge, where today I'm going to try to start this episode off with a bang with a huge trade. We've struggled at cornerback. Sauce Gardner is the number one cornerback for the Eagles, but they're not playing all too well. He has a negative morale hitting him right now from Cincinnati, one of the schools that is available to us. He's a press man corner. You know I like my press man. So I think we need to try to work something out here with the Eagles. And what will get the job done is Eli Apple plus a current 3 and a future 3. Don't think this is necessarily realistic to what they would want for Gardner in real life, but no team is going to make a team out of only Ohio college players. So we'll play with a little bit of realism here, but Sauce Gardner is in. But we aren't done trading yet. Bradley Roby kind of doesn't have a spot on the team anymore, plus he's regressing a little bit, so we need to find somewhere else for him to go. And the fourth round gets the job done, so Bradley Roby is headed to the Cowboys. And to continue on the trend of trying to make this defense better, I feel like our defensive line is missing a number one guy. We have some okay guys, for sure, but no one that is top tier. And Chase Young is top tier. He's not the highest overall of the potential D-line outside linebacker players we could get from an Ohio school, like Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa, Cameron Hayward even. They're all a little bit higher overall, so I think it's more realistic for us to go after Young. And using a future one as a base, want to see what they're thinking. That's honestly pretty close. That is a lot closer than what I expected. But what will get the job done is our top 2 picks next year for Chase Young and a current 5th round pick. That does leave us with some flexibility. Tyquan Lewis we could also go ahead and trade away, as he's going to be 28. Want to stick with the younger guys, get back some draft capital to then try to help move us around maybe in the draft, try to draft some of those high-end guys. And while looking for trades for Lewis, I did think maybe we make an upgrade to our offensive line. And there's Jonah Jackson available. And a straight trade is honestly pretty close. And we know in the draft class there's not a lot of guys after like the 3rd round, really. So we're going to toss in a 5th here. And it does get us close. So the 5th plus a 7th and Lewis will bring us another solid offensive lineman. And with that trade in Jonah Jackson, we're actually going to move from left guard over to right tackle. A bit of a move, and that does end up knocking down Petit Frere to possibly be a starter at right guard, at least challenge Josh Myers there, who has been starting for us since day one. Petit Frere has also been starting for us, but just trying to make as many upgrades as possible. I do think Myers stays in that starting spot, but Petit becomes basically our number one backup. Previously, we had Pat Elflein being our number one backup, so we'll upgrade there. He'll kind of move to that number 2 spot for us. So we get some upgrades on the offensive line as well as the defensive line. Chase Young comes in 91 overall. And then in the corner spot, we will have Denzel Ward and Sauce Gardner on the outside with Okudah playing in the slot. Okudah already had number 1. Obviously, that's what Gardner also wears. So I gave him number 11 since Okudah was already here. And in terms of our top 3, we're looking pretty good in terms of coverage, with the lowest being an 84 for man coverage and then zone being 77. All of them can press. All of them can catch pretty well. Tackling is also pretty solid for our corners as well. So corner group definitely looks a lot better now. That does, however, leave us with a very weird group of draft picks. For this year, we have a 2, then 2 4s, a 6, and a 7. So we're missing our 1st, our 3rd, and our 5th. There's some really good guys up top, so maybe we try to figure something out here, maybe trade some players, try to move up. It's really going to depend on how Ritter plays and if we end up really gunning for that top 5 potential quarterback. Next year, really looking bad. We don't have our top 3 picks. We just have a 4, 5, 6, and then 2 7s. So hopefully, again, we could try to get back some of those, but draft picks looking a little strange, but we brought in some major talent today. With those changes all made, we move up to an 83 across the board offense, defense, and overall. So no longer should we have a 34-0 loss. you would think. Let's jump into some action with some breakout offensive line potential here. Davon Hamilton, I guess more defensive line coach. I don't know if it was the food they're serving in the team cafeteria or what, but I've been on fire recently. Last week was the best game of the season for me, not for the team. I want to be one of those guys who can do that every week. I'm ready to take the next step, man. Let's bring it to the Seahawks. He needs to, either him and the team, hold them to 100 rushing yards or less, or he needs specifically 1 interception, forced fumble, tackle for loss, or sack. Hopefully he'll get it. And let's see what we can do today against the Seahawks with an upgraded offensive line with Jonah Jackson out at right tackle. Start with a run right down the middle, and we're not going to gain anything there. Also do want to note I have made an adjustment to the interception and intentional grounding sliders. Madden 23 has had a lot of issues, especially in franchise, with interceptions, so we've toned that down. Ritter does not complete his first pass here. So for both the user and the computer, I toned it down to 40 and turned off the intentional grounding. So we'll see if that improves things a little bit. I know there was a lot of interceptions year 1. There haven't been so far in year 2. Granted, this is the first game with those adjustments because I forgot to do it last episode. But Olave gets us the first down on a gain of 15. So hopefully we'll see a bit more of improvement from quarterback AI as we come out with a bunch to the bottom, 1 lone receiver up top. Will be a toss and no blocking on that left-hand side. Quick tackle for a loss of 6. That was Cleland Farrell with the tackle for loss as we'll come out here 2nd and 16 with a shotgun set, 2 receivers to the top, but we'll run down the middle. And we run right into Cleveland again, making it 3rd and 11 with the gain of 5. And on that 3rd and 11, trips up top, 1 lone receiver to the bottom. Ritter will just chill and then check short to Ruckert. I'm going to jump in here. I want us to go for this. Might be a little too early on to go for it, but coming off of a really bad game last week, I think we need all the momentum we could get. Going to get to the outside here. Olave with the catch and the first down. To the 44, crossing midfield. We'll jump back into Sim. And if you weren't aware, that's the only time I really play with the team, is just kind of more coaching decisions. Come out here again, shotgun set. Basically, same formation we just ran. Quick pass goes to Ruckert. We'll get forward close to the first down, but they don't give it to us. So instead, we'll come out under center. Tight formation here. Still a 3 receiver set. Zeke in the backfield. And he will get the handoff down the middle. Good blocking. Kind of wish he cut more to the outside rather than to the middle, but won't question a first down rush. Also, one thing I haven't tweaked yet, but we might, is the auto sub slider, just to try to get a better rotation in at running back. But Ritter gonna roll out here, check down, and complete for about a gain of 1. I believe that was, what's his name? Delu. It's our second tight end, Deguara. There it is. This time complete to Ruckert, close to the first down. Again, just shy. So far, a lot of tight end work this drive. But we're inside the red zone, 3rd and inches, shotgun set. Be a handoff, no, read option. And we'll barely get it. Nice job from Ritter to get us at least the first down. Wish he didn't take the hit, but I'll take the first. And now we'll come out here with a full house, I believe is what the formation is. 2 fullbacks out there. Gilliam and Ruckert will be a pass. And check down to Zeke. Gain of about 5-ish. We can mark it as a gain of 6. Gets us to the 12-yard line. Steady moving the ball so far, with only a slight change to the offense with all the trades. Seems to be helping out. Pass across the middle. Olave down to the 2 by number 2. Now we'll come out goal line set here, 1st and goal. And it will be a stretch to the bottom, and a great run stuff there by number 6. I think that's Queen. Indeed it is. Madden highlighted him as their number 1 guy to look at for the defense in the weekly strategy. So seems like he made a really good first play, but not a good second. Deguara in for his, I believe, 2nd, maybe 3rd touchdown of the season, and just got demolished by his own lineman. And now the Dak Prescott-led Seahawks will come out here for their first possession on offense as they come out heavy set. 2 tight ends to the top, maybe even 3. Will be a pass to one of those tight ends, brought down after a gain of 8 by Von Bell, also caught by Bell. So now let's see what this defense can do as we now have a superstar down at the D-line, improved secondary. Hopefully those 2 changes will make something for us here as they go down the middle, and that is bounced off of Okuda, who did not realize the pass was thrown. Also, an important thing I forgot to mention at the top of this game is we are missing 2 defenders. One is a starter, and that's going to be our defensive lineman, DT to be specific, and Togiai was injured during practice this week. And then the second guy is our 5th string corner in Womack. So he hasn't seen the field very much, definitely won't be seeing it today. But we'll see how the middle will hold up with our 3rd string DT in. But that's how we end the first quarter, 7-0. Seahawks with possession. And to start the second quarter at the 42, 2nd and 6, will be a stretch to the bottom, flowing out there, and a stop by Jerome Baker. Now Baker has played very well for us, but we do have what looks to be a potential solid middle linebacker in the draft. So we'll see what we're able to do. And okay, good thing that was broken up. I was about to say, Denzel Ward, you gotta make a better play than that. But he did. He does knock it out, and we'll be getting the ball back or a field goal attempt tested here. And after the punt and a fortunate bounce for us, we'll be starting at the 20. Our second possession, try to set up the screen, and we are going to get that to him barely. Caught by Zeke, but should have just been dropped. Instead, we'll have a loss of 5 on a very much busted screenplay. From the 15, be a quick pass to Ruckert. Back getting a little bit more involved today. Didn't see him much the first episode. Gets a gain of 8. Now we'll come out 3rd and 7 with a bunch to the top, lone receiver to the bottom. And obviously going to be a pass screen set up. We have blockers in front. Zeke breaks 1 tackle, but did not use his blockers very well. 4th and 5 at the 25. Yeah, we punt. And a great job there from our punter to flip the side of the field. The Seahawks will start their second drive at the 30, empty set. Dak will throw right across the middle, finding number 18. Gain of about 8. And then they'll come out with a heavier set. Fullback and running back in the backfield, Dak under center. And they'll go right down the middle, and Von Bell did not read that very well, but will end up getting the tackle. Haven't seen any throws yet to Sauce Gardner, so maybe he's covering well. At least for now, can't really say for sure. Dak going to scramble and then throw the ball to a wide open receiver. Not a single person was in any range of number 5, and he'll get the catch and the first down. And I believe that was Drake London. I believe that's his first name. So in this universe would now be a second-year receiver with a easy completion, and that one should have been picked. Come on, Denzel. You need to be getting picks. You're a 92 overall corner. If it's thrown right at you, that should be 6. 2nd and 10, though, from the 35. Dak dropping back. Another throw across the middle. No one there. Drake London will get the first with that 3rd effort. Looking like the first potential scoring threat for the Seahawks today. 3 to the top, and then the tight end just at the line to the bottom. So no one spread to the bottom of the field, and that one again probably should have been picked off, but instead caught by the tight end. Jerome Baker misses the ball, giving them a 1st and goal at the 7, empty set. Seahawks don't learn, apparently. Throwing the ball this close, although it might work for them, and it does. I talked too soon. Their tight end is in to tie this game up. And so far, my struggles against tight ends will continue. Maybe that's a problem with the linebackers. Maybe if we're able to draft that guy in the draft, that maybe he's a good guy to cover linebackers. I don't know. Ruckert for us gets a gain of 3. And Ritter, very accurate so far today, 3 of 14. So he's been honestly pretty solid at quarterback. Just we haven't always been able to consistently move the ball downfield, but a first down gain there. Curtis Samuel gets a play in. Haven't traded him so far as we do hit the 2-minute warning here. Game tied 7-7. But yeah, I'm thinking for right now we keep Curtis Samuel around till the offseason and then potentially use him in a trade to move up in the draft. We'll see what the guys end up looking like. The top end guys could actually end up being busts. So we'll see what they look like when the time comes. But on 2nd and 8, after we get a catch for 2 and out of bounds, come out here with 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Will be a draw play. Zeke not able to get anything going so far today. 6 rushes, 4 yards. Really poor for our run game against a team that I thought we would have done pretty well against, considering they don't really have a number 1 kind of run stopper. We'll flip the field with a call from Ritter, then pass underneath Curtis Samuel. Close. 4th and 4, jumping in again. Now I understand this is risky going for it here, considering we're not in plus territory yet. But you got to think we need to be aggressive. Ruckert with the catch and just enough for the first down. I'm going to call a timeout for us, and then we'll head back into sim. So today we're going a little bit more aggressive. Chris Carter, our head coach, calling some aggressive plays on 4th down to help keep some drives alive. Ritter goes with another pass underneath, but will give us a first down with a nice block from Elliott. Kind of just lets Olave roll over the top of him. Honestly, wish we would have saved those 2 timeouts for a little bit later, but it's fine. We'll take it here. Got a bunch to the bottom, 1 lone up top, but in comes a rush, and that's why I would have wanted to save the timeout. Instead, we'll go into a hurry-up offense. About 30 seconds left, 2nd and 22. Be again a pass across the middle, and again, I kind of want to jump in here. Just not extremely happy with the play call decisions that we're getting right now. So we're going to try to help us out a little bit. And then that pass just a little bit off to Ruckert. And on 4th down, we will go ahead and kick the field goal attempt. And I might have butchered this. That one angling back in and just off. Well, should have simmed it, huh? And with the Ohio Bowl next, we'll start with a little bit of some quicker sim with this game still tied. A holding call probably backs them up, bringing up 3rd and 15, and we finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Yeah, still looking for the first sack from Chase Young, but we'll start here on offense with a 3rd and short, but Jonah Jackson, the new player for us, with a penalty, but we get the first down with Olave, who's been really good so far today. Zeke gets a gain of 5, followed by a gain of 2, making it 3rd and short, and a pass thrown away. Again, I'm going to jump in here, trying to make sure we have some aggressive play calls. We need to get some victories on the board, and this might be the only way to do so. Have a wide open receiver, Curtis Samuel, who we waited for quite a while, and we're in. Great stretch from Curtis Samuel. Really let that slant route develop. He got all the way across the field. Nicely placed ball from Ritter with some pressure coming in as well. And then Curtis Samuel able to get the catch, turn on the jets, and dive into the end zone. Barely. And we'll jump back in with the quick sim now with the 14-7 lead. We got that PAT, nice pass break up there from Werner, and we got another stop. Defense playing a lot better with just those 2 new additions. Granted, you can't really say just 2 new additions with them being Chase Young and Sauce Gardner, so some pretty big additions. Trying to move the ball downfield here, gets a 3rd and 6, and we go backwards. So nothing here for us on this possession. Try to get through the 3rd quarter here a bit as they get a gain of 2, then a gain of 4 to Tyler Johnson. 3rd and short is a first down. Nick Boyle, who does have their only tight end on the day, and then a tackle for loss, maybe Chase Young, not sure. 3rd and 7, pass dropped by Drake London, so we will get a stop and the ball back. And let's see if we could end the third quarter on anything positive. A loss of 3 is not positive, nor is the loss of 2. 3rd and 15. Pass thrown away. That was not positive. And the Seahawks, with one of the last plays of the third quarter, get A.J. Brown for a solid gain. The Nick Boyle gain of 11 to start the fourth. 6 more to A.J. Brown, who we've kept in check until this drive. So good there. Maybe lined up on Sauce Gardner. First down, gain of 5, James Robinson. Then pass knocked away by Okudah. And then incomplete. So we force a field goal attempt. No, they went for it on fourth and missed. And so far today, a neck-and-neck battle. We have kept our one-score advantage. Zeke will get our first down rush there. Game still pretty close with about 6.5 minutes left, 14-7. I would like to put this game away, for the most part, with a touchdown drive here, while draining the clock would be just an added-on perk. We'll hand the ball off again. Zeke down the middle makes a nice cut, breaks the tackle from Queen, and we'll get about, 6 yards on the carry. 15 for 34, though, not too good, just slightly over 2 yards a carry. We'll drop back here with Ritter, and still drop back here with Ritter. We'll finally throw that ball out of bounds, avoiding the sack. 23 of 29 on the day for Ritter, 2 passing touchdowns. I think around 150 passing yards, so not awful. Then go with a run, or not a run, pass to Ruckert. It's not even close to a run. And I was wrong. Ritter actually has close to 200 yards on the day, 193, I believe, after that catch from Ruckert, or by Ruckert. We'll motion over our third string tight end and run right down the middle. Goes Zeke for the first down, a gain of 12. And if I'm being honest, I haven't felt like in the watch games, Zeke has really done anything special. Just seems like an average running back there. We'll take the handoff here, get forward, and then brought down on first contact. So, maybe it's not super imperative we keep him. We'll see what the contract offer is that he's looking for, but we'll see. Ritter dropping back. Will barely missed the target. Had 2 guys in the area. Not sure who that was intended for. Maybe Curtis Samuel. And I feel like I haven't seen much of a Holiday out there today, as we'll get Garrett Wilson for the first down at the 17. I am, however, seeing a lot of Curtis Samuel. I swear if Madden messed with my depth chart again. Because I think, they've had Curtis Samuel out there up top, which is where we're supposed to have Rashawn Holiday. So that's annoying. However, we're still close to the, close to the end of this game, close to the end zone, more importantly. 2.5 minutes on the clock will be a draw to Zeke. Down the middle, nice power there. Gets us inside the 5, marked down at the 4 for first and goal. And definitely seeing a lot of just Curtis Samuel. I don't think there was an injury, but we'll check on that after the game. After the 2-minute warning, first and goal. Heavy set here. 2 tight ends to the bottom, as well as Gilliam, our fullback, in the backfield, and he will lead the way. Zeke into the end zone, gets the stretch. Patrick Queen not able to get the tackle in time. He was there, just wasn't able to force him down in time. And with a 2-possession lead with under 2 minutes, around 1.5 minutes left, we'll go to a little bit of some quicker action. 3rd and 1, first down for the Seahawks. They'll continue to march down the field with a rush from Dak Prescott, gain of 5. Drake London then gets a gain of 12 through the air. Pass knocked away. Jeff Okudah, under 1 minute left. Jennings will get them the first down. And then Tyler Johnson with another gain of 11. And then a touchdown for Tyler Johnson. Maybe we will have a game here late. And we were able to get the onside, so we will kneel out the clock. 2 timeouts remaining. They'll probably use them. And we'll call, they're going to use them. We'll just have one more kneel down after they stop calling timeouts. And there is the win. I believe the first watched win since the Ohio Bowl finale last year. So finally get another one on the board here. Our second win, our second win of the season, and one to start off this episode. And that is the only way you could answer back after trading for 3 guys is a win. 21-14 win with the defense honestly playing pretty well. Offense still leaves a little bit to be desired here and there. Running game has surprisingly not been very good. So we'll see what we could do there. But let's take a look at the breakout player. Roll out the red carpet, baby, because I have arrived. Did you see me out there, coach? No, I really didn't. I am an anchor on this defense. So Hamilton, going to get the boost up to star dev. Plus, he's also going to get 20,000 experience points. So that's a big boost for us. And then again, as I had talked about with the Zeke contract, still looking for one there, but Denzel Ward is someone we very much need to re-sign. So let's start some negotiations a little bit earlier on this year. Denzel Ward will be turning 27 next season. I still think a 4-year deal would be good for him, but they expect a value of about 20 mil a season. 3 years, 60.4. I think we go a little bit more player friendly here. Let's go with a, this the player friendly, not the very player friendly. We got a 4-year deal, 12.9, salary 10.2, so a little bit higher of a per season, being about 23, a little over 23 a season, but Denzel Ward at 94 overall. He's one of our best players, so we need to make sure we keep him around. And he will. He's signed. Now for Zeke, they expect 4 years, a little under 30 mil, about 7.5 mil per season. Now he's going to be 29, and so far this season, he's not really impressing me. Trey Sermon is our next guy up, with Josie Love and Ben Pierce as the backups, more role player types. So I think we might need to see a little bit about what the rest of them can do, just because just Zeke hasn't been playing super well, and he's not very interested either. So I'm going to make some adjustments to the auto subs, try to get some of the other running backs in a bit more, and we'll see what Zeke is able to do, because right now, I'm not sold. As for other offers we need to get done, Andrew Norwell is currently an 83, probably won't regress too much with the star dev, so I would like to get something on the board here. And we'll just offer the base contract here and see what he thinks about that. He likes everything else, but the length of the offer he does not like. So we'll come back to that at a later point. I'm okay extending that to be about a 2, maybe 3-year deal. Curtis Samuel is in his last season. So if we do want to trade him, we need to do that actually fairly soon, because I don't want to extend him, but he's valuable in a trade. Desmond Ridder as well we'll need to try to keep around, because so far we don't have a first-round pick, so going to be kind of hard to get a top 5 quarterback without a single first-round pick. And there was no injury for Holiday in the last game, but Madden keeps messing with my depth chart and putting Curtis Samuel above Rayshon Holiday, which is just another reason for us to trade Curtis Samuel. So we'll make that change once again, and Holiday will get back out there in the starting rotation. But in some positive news, Davon Hamilton, with that 20,000 experience points from moving up to star dev, gets 3 available points here. So we're going to go 2 into run stopper and then 1 into power rusher. So hopefully this will be some good boost for us. 2 awareness, 2 tackle. Would have liked some block shedding in there. And then for the last run stopper, we will get +1 to awareness, block shedding, play rec, and strength. And then last one, we will go power rusher, just so we could have a little bit more interior rush with +1 awareness, power moves, pursuit, and another +1 to strength. So he's definitely going up to 97 strength with the coach's boost of the +4. Block shedding up to 80, power move 73. So we definitely don't have much of an interior rush, but definitely building some solid run stop ability in the middle. And here in week 6, we will sim this game against Indy. They're 4-1, we're 2-3. Maybe we'll get a victory, but either way, the main focus for the remainder of this episode is that week 7 game against the Browns. So let's get on over to that week. And once again, our defense falls apart in the 4th quarter. We had the victory going into the 4th, but gave up 17 points. and scored nothing in the fourth quarter. End up losing by a touchdown, 31-24. With the changes we made, that shouldn't happen. It really shouldn't. Justin Fields goes off 300 plus yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. And for us, Desmond Ridder under 300, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. But I feel like some of the few that he's had this year, so at least some improvement there. He did also complete 70% of his passes. In the running department, there we go, Zeke. That is the kind of game we need. 124 yards on 9 carries, 2 touchdowns. If he could continue to do that, he can get his contract. In the receiving game, now that Rayshon Holiday is finally playing, thank you, Madden. 5 catches, 78 yards, no touchdowns though. Ruckert 74 and 8. Olave 59 on 4. Wilson 50 on 6 plus 6 points. And then Curtis Samuel 18 for 2. And Zeke only 1 catch for 3 yards. Defensive wise, Baker and Okudah both have 8 tackles leading the team. Tackles for loss, we had quite a lot. 3 for Chase Young, 3 for Hubbard, 2 for Togiai back in this game after missing the first game. Baker and Hamilton also have 1. And with the nice boost to the power rushing, the +1 power moves, Davon Hamilton gets the 1 and only sack. When we have Chase Young, there should never be a game where he doesn't have at least half a sack. And then as for kicking, 3 of 3 on extra points, 1 for 1 on field goals, but still in the losing effort because we gave up 17 points in the fourth quarter without getting any of our own. So with that loss, we've yet to string together any wins, which we need to start doing, and we could start hopefully doing that here against the Cleveland Browns, who are actually on top of the AFC North. The entire division is playing rather poorly, with the top 2 teams being at 500, both the Browns and Ravens, 3-3. The Steelers, who just won the Super Bowl, 2-4, right down there with us. So a win here could completely switch everything here. We could jump in front. So hopefully we could get that done. And let's get this Ohio Bowl underway. Both teams wearing some alternate unis here. Cleveland, they do not get the catch on the first play. Pass broken up by Denzel Ward. But they're wearing their, I think, 2019 classic alternates. And they'll go with a run down the middle with some running room, but not much with Davon Hamilton. Get a stop on Williams there. We are rocking our color rush, our white color rush, with the 70s throwback helmet. So not too bad. Good stop there. We'll bring up a 4th and 1. Good tackle on Everett from Denzel Ward. And while our defense started the game off right, let's see if our offense can. And speaking of starting off well, that also means continuing to play well. And the Browns have yet to beat us this series. So I would like to keep that going. Get a pass thrown away on first down, then followed up by a run to Zeke. We'll only get about a gain of 1. And I did go ahead and mess with the auto subs a little bit. So running backs go out at, I think, 85 or 80, then back in at 90. So hopefully we'll see a bit more rotation there as we do not get the first down here. And with a great job on special teams, we will flip the field. Browns starting at the 27. I did also mess with the tight end rotation as Chase Young gets shoved off. Who do they? Oh, yeah, Javonte Williams. So, yeah, makes sense a little bit. But yeah, so far haven't seen Chase Young do anything spectacular. So hopefully he'll step up shortly. Quick pass intercepted. I believe that's Jeff Okudah. No, Jerome Baker with the INT. He said, I know there's a linebacker in this next draft class, but you don't replace me. And with that INT puts us in scoring range. So hopefully we can capitalize on that. Ridder, quick pass intercepted. I think I spoke a little too soon. So basically it ended up just being like a first down gain for the Browns. Where's your luck? Well, following back-to-back interceptions, Browns back with the ball just shy of midfield, starting at the 47. Quick pass. This time they do find Everett, who they intended to throw to when Baker picked him off. Instead, they'll get a gain of about 9.5 yards this time. So now past midfield, they'll send their tight end. No, they'll just make a whole play call adjustment, flipping the formation pretty much. as they have a 2 receiver, 2 tight end set. Right down the middle they go for the first down, gain of about 3 yards. Yeah, I would like to see some more plays here from Chase Young, getting some sacks. We did see in a sim he had quite a few tackles for loss, but no sacks so far. Is once again, 2nd and inches. That time tackled, though, by Sauce Gardner, so one of the few times we've seen him actually targeted. Mayfield, the quarterback here, with the inaccurate throw intended for Everett once again. And now on 3rd and inches, they come out with a heavy set. 3 tight ends to the top. 1 lone receiver at the bottom. Will be a pass, and they will find Everett. They've really liked him on that quick out route so far today. And I feel like in the background here of the stadium, we got some baseball music being played, which is weird. But double A-gap look here for the Bengals. They will drop out of it, probably to a cover 3. Baker has all the time, but runs out of it as soon as I say it. Sam Hubbard with the sack. But where is Chase Young? I mean, maybe the teams we've been playing have had some really good right tackles, but I expected a lot more when we brought in Chase Young and have yet to see it. Nice stop there behind the line from Jeff Okudah. I'll bring up a 3rd and 24. Granted, still in field goal range here, so basically only a sack would get them out of it, but they'll get a few yards closer, bringing up a 4th and 20, kicking from probably roughly 50-ish yard field goal. And I was close, 51-yard field goal to take the lead. First points on the board. Can the Browns get it? Kick is up. That one's looking rough. And I think he missed. And indeed he did. Either low or wide, I couldn't tell. But we will get ball at the 41. Empty set, and what the heck is that, to put it lightly? Those are not the kind of throws you want to continually have. Why is Curtis Samuel out there getting things again? If I don't see something to Holiday, I'm going to be upset. But Ritter, stop throwing interceptions. The Browns out for some revenge today. We haven't done a single thing on offense because Ritter can't complete a pass, at least to his own team. We'll get the stop here on 3rd down. 4th down, they will punt, so we'll get the ball back. And maybe we just need to watch in this. Oh, granted, he did throw the interception last time in this as well. So, big penalty there on the Browns, giving us the 1st down. 16 yards to Olave. And so far of the day, I think the penalty on the Browns is the biggest yard gain that we've had so far. So, that's nice. Zeke with a gain of 9. Bringing up 2nd and 1, 22 yards to Ruckert, gets us inside the 10, and a touchdown for Zeke ties this game back up with that made PAT. And a sack, Chase Young, finally. On 2nd and 14, they'll get almost all the yards they need. 3rd and 1, 1-yard rush. Is it enough? It is. 1st and 10, then Brandon Cooks, 18 yards. 1st and 10, 4 more yards crossing midfield. Then 10 yards, Justin Jefferson. The Browns have a lot of talent, so they should play well. They just haven't for some reason. Maybe because of Baker Mayfield. Who knows? 1st down here goes to Everett. And then a gain of 9. Taysom Hill, the backup tight end. 4 yards, 1st down. Justin Jefferson gets them inside the 15, and Robbie Anderson gets them that touchdown lead once again. And with how poor the play calling is, under 2 minutes, let's jump in here with the team. Playing a little bit of our first Ohio Bowl action and sack. Simmons, loss of 11. We had Ruckert deep, but it might have collapsed as soon as I threw it. So what's worse? So we'll come out 2nd and 21 at the 14. Try to set up a bit of a screen pass here, which with Madden, you never know if it's going to work for you or not, but we will get something. And we don't even have to call a timeout. The Browns will. So on 3rd and 13, we need to get to about, where even is the 1st down marker? What, like the 35? I think we need to get to the 35-ish. So let's see if we could do just that. And going to need to kind of roll around a little bit. Have some room to run. Ritter will power through for the 1st down, lowering the shoulder. 21 seconds and out of bounds should stop the clock. And indeed it does so. Let's see what we could do. Wilson deep. Ruckert also going deep. Holiday on a delayed kind of deep route. But we do have Williams. Can we get the positioning? Nice hands. Can't hold on to it. Take back the nice hands. So now on 2nd and 10, we'll come out 3 to the left. Ruckert lone to that right-hand side. Going to try to flood one side of the field and try to find someone open. And we do have that someone open. Wilson will tap the toes and out of bounds. Let's call a timeout. With 9 seconds left, probably only have one more play here. And I'm going to have Zeke kind of go more towards the flat route rather than anything else. Have the one-on-one, but towards the sideline. Wilson, no. 2 seconds left, we take the field goal. And last time I kicked one of these, I missed awfully, so let's try to do better. That lined up a bit better. Slowman with the leg, and with the 3 points to narrow our deficit, 14-10, as we head into half. And let's see if the sim can play any better. First play throwaway, then 16 yards, Garrett Wilson, who's done, as he gets even more, has done a really good job at staking his claim as the #1 guy, but Olave also a solid #2. Decker, you really got to ruin the fun with a penalty, then dropped by Jeremy Ruckert. 2nd and 15, another drop. I'm going to jump in here again. This might end up being our most played game of the series so far, just because the team should be playing better than what they currently are. And we are going to have Olave across, not Olave, Holiday instead, across the middle. Great catch, nice hands in tight coverage as well. Look for maybe Ruckert, although they do a good job covering that. Drop this one down. Zeke, try to power through, stretch, and he's in. We take the lead, and that is how you run the offense. That's how you do it. And with us now in the lead where we should be, let's see if the defense can hold it. They're going to send a receiver in motion. Maybe Justin Jefferson, maybe Robbie Anderson. They'll go up top and almost knocked away by Werner, but caught instead by Williams. Gain of 1. So they'll come out 2 tight ends to the top, 2 receivers at the bottom. Under center will be a pass, quick pass, and yeah, Everett. Can we cover that route though? They've ran that to him probably at least 10 times today. Granted, he's only caught, if that's true, only 5 of them. So maybe not 10 times, but quite a lot. We're going to whiff on the SWAT attempt. Instead, caught number 13, past midfield to the 45. Brandon Cooks. So we're getting close to making the plays, just a half a step behind, it looks like, on defense. Another quick pass across the middle, completion down to the 30 goes Justin Jefferson. So even with the big changes we made on defense with the trades, doesn't seem like it's helping as much as we would have thought. Like, look at Chase Young. He's not even doing anything down there. And touchdown, Everett. Not good coverage there from Ward, who should be playing much better than that. Now let's see if our offense can answer back without me having to intervene. Down 4 points, 4 minutes left in the third. 3 to the top, quick pass will be caught by Rayshawn Holiday, gain of 7. And Ritter, 3 interceptions today. That's awful. And they've all been awful throws. Every single one of them. Not even like the defense has made a good play. It's just been an awful throw. Deep to nobody. Intended for Rayshawn Holiday, who was about 8 yards behind where that ball was thrown. So right now, Ritter not making his case to stay. But if we can't find a first-round pick, it's not like it's going to really be any chance of us getting a... We might need to find a way to get that first-round pick. That's bad. I think LaRubio might be playing the rest of this game. So we'll jump to some quicker action until we do see LaRubio. Pass thrown away by Mayfield. Then Taysom Hill gets a gain of 15. Pass knocked away, Jerome Baker around the 20. 10 yards gets them to the 10. First and goal, 7 yards, Williams. Can we get a stop on the goal line? 2-yard rush, 3rd and goal. Pass thrown away. Do they go for it on 4th? They kick the field goal to take the touchdown lead. And in at quarterback is LaRubio, the undrafted quarterback out of Ohio, I'm pretty sure. First pass, wide open. Olave down to the 46. feel like that's a little bit of a bad spot. Thought it was closer to the 48, but we'll take that. It's not an interception. And we'll come out with a tight shotgun set. 2 to the bottom, 1 up top. And it will be another pass. LaRubio down the field. There we go. Putting together some passes for some chunks. This time, Holiday. And now we'll go under center with a 2 tight end set plus a receiver at the bottom. 1 lone receiver up top. Zeke in the backfield. We will fake the handoff play action. Go downfield again. Another wide open, this time Garrett Wilson. I don't know if the Browns are just playing like the Browns now, or if LaRubio is the key. Don't want to speak too soon. It's only been 3 passes, but still. 3 passes complete versus the 4 interceptions we've had from Ritter. So take that as you will. Another completion here. Olave across the middle, down to the 9. And that is the last play of the 3rd quarter. But LaRubio taking the reins here. On 2nd and 3 to open the 4th quarter. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Zeke in the backfield. We will not pass or throw, run to him, but a huge face mask comes in there. And we will take that for sure. At the goal line, 1st and goal at the 2. Down the middle, Zeke powers. And we're in, gonna tie this game up. And now we just need our defense to come through with a stop and 21 yards to Max Milne. Milne? I probably, yeah, not even close to that, but there's another sack. Chase Young finally kind of helping us out a little bit. 3rd and 18. There we go, and there should not be a field goal made from here. No, they will punt. I feel like I might need to help out our offense. So today is the day that we are definitely playing more than I think we ever have before and probably ever really will. But I need to help this team out because for some reason, the Browns just seemingly have our number. So let's try to find a way to help this team out and get the ball downfield. Get to the outside, try to cut back in, but break the tackle and then spin out of bounds. What are you doing, Elliott? No, I did not tell him to spin. But, you know, at least he got us the 1st down and a little bit of breathing room out of our own end zone. LaRubio, can you find the pass? You have an open receiver, Olave, with the catch and out of bounds to the 39. 6 for 6, 94 yards for the undrafted rook. You know, at first I was thinking, all right, well, clearly the title thumbnail of this episode was going to be our trades, but LaRubio is making a shot here to be a thumbnail player. Wilson down the sideline to the 40, and now we need to start chewing some clock. And at running back, we have Love. Already forgot Josie Love. That's who it is. Try to see what he could do with some open running room breaks. Contact down to the 32. Great rush there. And now we'll bring out a more heavier set. Gilliam and Elliott back on the field. Go the run down the middle, and that'll be another 1st down for us to the 27. And we'll just let this kind of work a little bit. Get Gilliam to the outside as we go with a stretch. Hopefully we'll get to that 2nd level. Tried to get a cut up, but it would not let me get off of my own tight end. I feel like with all the technology we have, Madden should be able to make it to where we don't just get glued on to players. Sermon with his 1st carry that I've just seen in general get a gain of 4. And following the 2-minute warning, 3rd and 5. And I don't remember if LaRubio has much speed, but we might not need it. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch, Rayshawn Holiday. I don't think we should be starting a 57 overall quarterback, but LaRubio is making a name for himself. Zeke breaks some tackles. See, like, it's in the game. We could not be stuck to people. Just stop making us stuck to people. 3rd and 1 at the 4, 1:17 seconds. Go with a stretch to the left-hand side. We have plenty of blocking, and Zeke is in. His 3rd touchdown of the day gives us a late touchdown lead. Now we just need our defense to hold on. 1:11 seconds. The Browns have 2 timeouts. I helped out our offense. I need our defense to come through as they set up a screen pass here, and they'll get forward for about a gain of 8-9 yards to Williams. Run into some hurry-up offense. 3 up top, 1 to the bottom. They'll fake the handoff. Mayfield down the outside and all the way to the outside. Pass lands out of bounds. We'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Tight, under center formation here. 2 to receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Baker 6-step drop back, releases it, and pass broken up by your new corner in Sauce Gardner. Forces a 4th and 2, 4th and game. If they do not get this, it is all over for the Browns, and we'll win the first half of the Ohio Bowl. But we'll see. They will actually go with a handoff, and we were there, just weren't able to get the stop. Browns keep their hopes alive. 30 seconds, 2 timeouts. Another play action here. Baker down to the outside, completion, but tapped down in bounds, forces a timeout. Now down to the 45, 23 seconds left. Double A-gap look for the Bengals defense, and they will bring the blitz. And the safety comes in. That's your rookie free safety, Jonathan Sapp, with the sack, causing them to use their last timeout. 18 seconds. You tackle them in bounds. Game over. It will obviously be a pass. Baker throws it deep and tipped around. Does hit the turf. 3rd and 18. 12 seconds left. It's going to be Hail Marys from here on out. We just have to make sure if they catch it, they're down in bounds. Not in the end zone, obviously. And that one is caught, tipped around. Justin Jefferson does get it, but tackled. Again, I believe that was Jonathan Sapp, and this game is over. With some intervention from your coach or GM or whatever you want to call me in this, we get the job done. But wow, Ritter played like Browns. You know what I mean. Instead, LaRubio comes in, the undrafted rook, and helps seal this game. 2 touchdown drives while he was in charge, and some fantastic plays there at the end from Jonathan Sapp with the sack, as well as the tackle after the tip on Justin Jefferson. And with that win, we do move up to that 2nd spot in the AFC North, just 1 game behind the Ravens. They did beat us earlier this year, so I guess you could say 1.5 games behind them. But the rest of the division hot on our tails, also all 3 and 4. So we need to put together some wins. And against Chicago, we will sim this game to end the episode. We really hope that we could do it. But before we sim, couple things here on the left-hand side to take a look at. Zeke, I appreciate you calling my number last week, Coach. It was a high point in my season, and I want to build on that performance with another big game and another victory. So keep feeding me the ball against Chicago, and I'm going to pick up where I left off, and I'm going to show these dudes what an elite running back looks like. He's had this opportunity before and did not get it. He will need 4+ touchdowns or 200+ total yards. We'll see. But before we can sim to the end of this game, a trade had to be made. This is week 8. Have to make the trade before the game. Curtis Samuel is going to the Dolphins, and we'll be bringing in a early 3rd round pick. And with the departure of Curtis Samuel, we have a spot at receiver we need to fill, so Noah Brown will be returning to the team. Obviously, we have a short week this week, and the offense isn't going to have much time to prepare or practice the game plan, which could lead to them something. So Von Bell. So what you're saying is that we need to step up as a defense. Short weeks are definitely tough, but that long break after is really enjoyable. Yet they're doing these too quick. I can't read in time. You read my mind. Rally everyone on defense around the idea of playing dominant defense and making their... Well, I still don't have enough time, but beat the Bears and allow 2 or fewer offensive touchdowns. So we need a lot of rushing touchdowns and next to no touchdowns allowed on defense. And we will still struggle to put back-to-back wins together. Even though we tried to have a comeback here, scoring 10 points in the 4th, we fall 5 short of tying, 6 of winning. So most likely we didn't get any of those ticks, things that we needed for any of our dev guys. And once again, Ritter struggling a bit here with no touchdown, another interception. He threw for 269 yards, was sacked once. Completion percentage 76 though, so he's just struggling to get the ball in the end zone. In the rushing department, Zeke only had 37 yards, so nothing good for him there. Trey Sermon did get in there for 1 carry, 1 yard, 6 points. Not bad. Receiving, Jeremy Ruckert was the #1 guy for us with 11 catches, 101 yards. Wilson had 61 on 4. Holiday 55 on 4. 25 on 3 for Olave. Zeke only had 16 on 3 through the air. And Noah Brown got out there for 1 catch, 11 yards. Defensive-wise, Baker and Young led us in tackles, both with 8. And we had 3 tackles for a loss by Tommy Togiai, which is fairly new for him. Haven't seen him do all too much. Chase Young, 2 tackles for a loss, and 1 for Hamilton. So we're at least seeing Young in the backfield a little bit more. He and Kendall Sheffield both get half a sack in this game. And we do actually have some picks. 1 for Sauce Gardner and 1 from Denzel Ward, hoping those 2 can combine for a lot more in the future. And then kicking-wise, 4 for 4 on field goals, 1 for 1 on extra points. So we just couldn't get the ball in the end zone today. And you saw how easy it was for me whenever I took control. But that's not entirely what this series is about. I definitely will do it occasionally, even more so if it's close to us getting in the playoffs or not. So today was an interesting game, or interesting day, I guess. The team itself definitely got better, up to an 83 on offense, 84 on defense. But the wins aren't coming as easily as we were hoping they would. We're still only 1 win away from tying what we did last year, so there's some good news. But right now, two to 2.5 games back in the AFC North, with the Ravens 5-3, Browns jump us with 4-4, and it's us and the Steelers at the bottom. So the Steelers go from winning the Super Bowl to probably not even close to the playoffs right now. So next episode, we will play by ear, whether we finish the first season or we have another episode. Kind of depends on how well we play in the first 4 games. If we could string together some wins and end that episode at like 7-5, then we have a shot for the playoffs, and we will have another episode to round out the season, hopefully making the playoffs. If we don't, if we get through the first 4 games and only win 1 game, we'll probably wrap out the rest of the season next episode. So make sure you're subscribing if you're not already, and taking that bell notification to be notified of when these videos go live so you don't miss out. This series posted every Wednesday and Saturday. The Cardinals traditional franchise, where you actually play the games, that is posted every Monday and Thursday. So if you haven't checked that one out, I suggest you do. And if you're one of the new subscribers, thank you very much for joining. Last week, we ended up getting past 50 on our way to 100. So appreciate you all for joining. And if you are watching these and you're not subscribing, just go ahead and hit that subscription button. Unless there's something you want from me that you're not getting to do it, then let me know in the comment section below. But until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.